If you are watching this, you are likely a founder, C-level executive, or a sales leader at a B2B SaaS or an agency. You are most probably looking for ways to increase the number of meetings in your team's agenda or in yours. The goal of this video is to show you the cold outbound frameworks we have used to generate around 460 meetings in the past 90 days by leveraging the latest sales software and how we can do it for you too. Our clients range from HR software, ops SaaS, B2B professional events, all the way to leading industry newsletters, coaching programs, prop tech companies, recruitment firms, and marketing agencies. As you'll understand, this can work across a wide range of offers and industries, as long as you are selling into B2B with a high enough average customer value. And yes, there is a method to the madness. Let's dive in. The first thing we'll do once you sign a contract is that we'll send you a very extensive onboarding form. We'll go deep into who we should reach out to and why. We'll ask you some questions such as, what do your top 10 customers have in common? What's the one thing we could find about your potential customer that would make them a great fit for your offering? If you had unlimited time to study a prospect, what would you research about them? What was your ideal customer going through when they decided to reach out to you? The reason we are doing that is that we don't want to hard pitch features. We want to find out what kind of organization is suffering the most from the problem we solve, so that we can present your services as the solution. Let me give you an example for our own agency. I know, talking through a lot of prospects and clients, that if a company is landing in spam, it's very likely that their cold email campaigns don't work. I can check for that by looking at their email configuration and looking at the existence of what we call a DMARC record. I also know that if they are hiring sales development representatives or BDRs, there is a high chance that they are ramping up their outbound sales effort. I can scrape job boards and LinkedIn to find out about this data. If they're using a specific cold email software, I know they are paying too much for their sales tax. Some tools such as BuildTweet let me find out the software companies are using. Finally, if they have been funded between 6 to 12 months ago, I know they are likely under pressure to perform, as they will need to showcase strong metrics for their next funding round. Once again, using the tools at my disposal, I'll find out if a company was funded recently and how recently that was. In the end, I'm left with a list of companies that fit some, or even better, all 4 of these criteria. What I know is that for most of these companies, there is a buying intent, meaning they're trying to make outbound work and they're trying to make it work now. But most importantly, there is a pain I can solve. They could save money by switching tools, but also they could improve their metrics overnight by fixing their deliverability. When I reach out to these companies, I don't need to brag about being the best sales prospecting agency in the world. I simply need to show them that they can easily get better results from their outbound efforts. Once I effectively showcase that, they will trust me a lot more, and some will be interested in hearing about my services. If you have a business that's solving a problem in the market, we can apply the exact same methodology to find best fit companies. The last piece of the targeting puzzle is to find out who within our target companies we should reach out to. A simple question we like to ask is, who in the company is most likely to be fired if the initiative doesn't work? Or you could flip the script and ask the opposite, who will be promoted if the initiative was a success? The next part, once we figure out the targeting, that we will build the sending infrastructure to make sure that your messages are received by your recipients. We typically send campaigns via cold email outbound, LinkedIn automation, or both. When it comes to cold emails, landing in a primary inbox is half of the battle. For this, the first thing you want to do is to stop sending from your main domain. If you do that too often, this can seriously compromise your deliverability. This means that the email you send to your clients, partners, and other important communications will land in spam, never to be seen. To avoid that, we set up 10 secondary domains to which we attach 2 mailboxes. We warm up these new mailboxes for 2 weeks before sending even one sales email. We send our emails from 20 different mailboxes and limit our sending to 50 emails per day per mailbox. This ensures we can reach a certain volume while our deliverability stays top-notch and over 70% of the email we send are open. While we are doing the warm-up of our email and our LinkedIn account, we will build our prospect list and write the copywriting for the messages. There are some general guidelines to follow when crafting your sales emails. You should feel free to bend and break them as you will, because this is, in my opinion, more art than science. What you usually want is you want your emails to be as short and concise as possible. Don't say something in 20 words if you can say it in 6. You want them to include social proof. Show why they should listen to you. For example, by mentioning similar companies you've helped solve the very problem you are pitching. You want the messages to be personalized to the recipient. You want them to think and to feel that the message could have been sent to them and only to them. Even more important, you want each of your messages to be relevant. This usually stems from the deep research we've made prior. You know you are reaching out to them because you identified some of their priority initiatives you can help with, and this will show in your message. Last but not least, you want your emails to be valuable. Try to give before you ask. Most emails ask for something from the prospect, for example, 30 minutes of their time. Let's flip the script. What if you could give them something in that email that even if they decided to ignore you, they would still gain value from you? An example for a campaign we've done is we helped a few recruitment agencies generate leads and very large deals. So what we did is we wrote a guide in which we compiled all the learnings from these campaigns, and we simply shared them to all the recruitment agencies we could find. Instead of asking for time, we asked them if they wanted our guide, which ultimately got us even more meetings without asking because they then wanted to get more information on our services. A good question to ask yourself is, what is something you can already give to your prospects for free? Something that would help them, that would solve one of their biggest issues. When you do this, your number of replies skyrocket. A nice way to put it is to ask yourself, what could you give for free to your prospects that they would be willing to pay for? At this point, we know the companies we'll be reaching out to, we know the people within these companies we'll contact, we know the mediums we'll use, whether it's LinkedIn automation or email automation, and we have built the infrastructure, and we have written the angle of the messages we will reach them with. All is left is to set everything up in our cold email sending automation tool or in our LinkedIn automation tool, and we are ready to go. And this is where you come in. We built the service in the objective of making it as hands-off to you as possible. Don't get this wrong. We want to have your valuable inputs to guide the strategy of the campaigns. But the idea is to free up most of your team's prospecting time so that they can focus on what brings revenue, closing deals. And what we do for that? Our inbox managers are skimming all the replies we get from the campaigns. Every time a lead responds positively, that is, they are requesting for more information, they tell you they are interested, or they want to book a meeting straight away, you'll be notified, either through a Slack notification or via email. This is where we do the handoff, and that's good time for you and your sales team. If you are interested in getting more information about how we helped Lars, CEO at Digital People, close 8 clients and 400,000 worth of deals for his recruitment firms, or how we had Brian, founder at Puzzle, generate signups and add monthly recurring revenue to his newly launched Ops SaaS, or even how we had Fabiano at Harvard Pioneers sell out of sponsorships for his B2B industry events, and how we helped Niklas at Conus & Partners close 15 deals from cold email for $500,000, plus how we are continuously filling out our own agenda with meetings. Feel free to schedule a 30-minute meeting with us and we'll discuss your outbound initiatives.